us, if you listen to YFM, if you text us, if you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if you're part of the family, you are a Y Army general, okay? Everybody be general. We all be soldiers, everybody be general. But for the students percentage in there, we are called the YCE. And so now, if you are on your smartphone, you can just log on to yfmghana.com and sign up. We're going to send you a confirmation message welcoming you to the big family. If you're part of us, you get opportunities to attend our events. You get freebies, you get discounts to go watch movies at Silverbird. You get free vouchers to go shop at our partner stores. You get free airtime, free data. We bring all of us together to chill and have fun anytime the brand Y shows up anywhere. All right, so log on to yfmghana.com or go to the tent over there at the first YFM tent right after the event and then sign up on paper. So now that we've welcomed our guests, I'll just take my seats. This is how the flow is going to go. We're going to have a quick discussion with all of them, touch on the main topic for today. I think the theme for tonight is reliving the past and journeying through the future. Okay, I'm going to break that down for us in a bit, but these guys all have stories to share. And so we're going to start from Skyface. All right, we're going to start from a man, Skyface. Yes, he's right here with us. He's going to tell us a story, okay? And then right after that, if you're too shy to walk up to us and ask a question, I think we have to leave one of the microphones down there. Just send yours through WhatsApp. I'll read them out, and then we move on. It's going to be fun, trust me. In between all that, we're going to have a few, fun moments. So just chillax, relax. Tell your friends to come through. We're going to have fun. Don't forget, it's the brand Y on campus. It's Y Dialogue. Skyface, tell us your story. Tell us who you are first and foremost, where it all started for you. I'm going to ask you a few questions along the line just to, assist you, make it a bit easier for you, since you are not the people's person, like the outdoor person.
Okay.
So let's start with where it all began for Skyface.
Okay, so I'm Yaw Skyface, music video director, filmmaker. Nana Asihene is my boss, my mentor. Yeah, I think right after school, I knew I could do music videos.
Which school?
Oh, I went to, this mic is cool. You are loud. Right after school, I went to Takrady Poly.
Great.
So right after school, I know I could do music videos. So I didn't do national service. I'm not saying don't do your national service, but I didn't do my national service. I just started editing music videos non-stop. That's how it started.
All right, so how long have you been doing music videos?
About 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Has it been a challenging journey?
Very challenging.
How challenging?
We live in a community where a lot of people don't really understand what they want. So they will tell you they like A, but don't really like A. They like B. So you go in that direction, and you are done, and they can tell you we don't like it. Aside the budget constraints, support from friends, like it's a lot.
When you decided to get into music videos, as you mentioned earlier, it's a thing you knew you could do. When you discovered that this is where I want to go career-wise, were there challenges in validating who you wanted to be? Because we live in a society where your decisions are not really your decisions until it's validated, especially when you haven't come of age. Was it challenging on that aspect?
It was very challenging, very, very challenging. I remember, okay, so I'm going to say something. Nana Asihene will not know. But I remember I messaged him on Facebook when I was starting. He didn't respond. And I didn't give up.
I'm going to put a pause on that. Nana, hold on. Do you read your Facebook messages?
I hardly go to Facebook sometimes.
So it wasn't intentional?
No, it was not. It's not. No, because I read Hafi's message, so you can't say that.
Settled. Continue, sir.
Yeah, but I didn't give up. I didn't take it personal because I looked up to him. I worked hard, and today I can sit with him and we talk about the industry and we're always discussing. I call him every day, he picks up. So, yeah, so there are a lot of challenges I had. Finances were not good. And we live in a world where technology keeps changing every minute, every second. So just before we came here, we're talking about something where you buy a camera today, the next minute there's a new one. And in the foreign lands, or let's say Western world, they don't buy cameras. As a director, you can rent, but here you have to get it, because if you don't have it, like, you can't shoot the way you want to shoot. So you put all your savings together to buy a camera, and less than 5 months, there's a new one. It frustrates you. It can make you even feel sick.
You studied what course or what subject did you study in Polytechnic?
Computer graphics.
Computer graphics. When you decided to push your video directing career, when you realized you could do it, was there any stigma back then? Now I feel being a music video director is cool, but back then, was it like this? Did people ridicule you because you music videos? I say, did people even call you Ofuto at any point?
A lot of times. Like, it wasn't that cool. I think for me, it was about the passion. So I didn't care what you are calling me. I didn't care how much you are giving me. I didn't care about any of those. I just knew I could do it, and I want to do it.
And what would you describe as the force behind your inspiration? What kept you going? Was it the future you saw ahead? Was it the fact that it's something you really wanted to do? Was it the fact that you just had to do it?
I think for me, it's about the passion, as I said. So I don't care about the money too much. Just that.
Please hold on. That's breaking news. Nana Asihene just saw Skyface's message on Facebook. And you guys are witnesses. After how many years?
He sent one 12 July 2012.
12 July 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something today. Your message has not been read yet, but I prophesy to you that wherever you are, may your destiny connector read your message now, so they don't see it after 8 years, else your destiny might be delayed. My God, Trig. No, this is inspiring, honestly. So one time, I was in Kumasi, this is around 2006, and I kept bombarding D Black with messages. D Black, right? I kept sending him messages. I wanted to be a part of Black Avenue Music. I wasn't an artist, but then back in school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. That was like the early stages. Now, fast forward, the Black never minded me. Years after, one time he moves me to tell me, do you know I still have your message? I'm like, so you read it? Like, oh yeah, I read it, but then, I didn't really understand what you wanted to do. I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, we're here. We're finally here. Sorry, continue. Wow, after 8 years. Anyways.
So what are we talking about?
Yaw, tell us, all right, if you have an opportunity to relive your life, would you still go this career path?
Yeah, I think I will.
No regrets?
No regrets so far.
Be very honest with us.
Very, very honest.
Has your career affected anything else in your life? Because I know you have a family, you have other things you do. Trig, prepare your answers, eh? We are coming. I know you have other things you do. Does it any way come in line of your life? I've had experiences where an artist will come to Ghana and they land that evening, they have to leave tomorrow, and they want Skyface to shoot a music video, whether he likes it or not, because they are holding the money and they have the song and the girls are there. Does it in any way affect your life?
Yeah, I think positively it has, because once the money keeps coming, it solves the problem. But when the money is no more a problem, like, your personal time with family also becomes a big problem. So there are times where I spend almost like 48 hours on set.
Wow.
Last week, I shot like 5 music videos from Monday to Friday. And I was not sleeping in the house, so you can imagine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just going to put a pause on Skyface but I have to make it a bit simple for all of us. We're on Twitter now, Y1079FM. The hashtag is YDialogues. If you're on Twitter and you have a question and you can't come up, just send it through. Just post it with a hashtag. I'm going to dig through it and then find all the questions and then put them down for him. But I think we're going to move on to the next person. If you have questions for Skyface, jot it down, take note of it, and then when we open the lines for the questions, we can go straight into that. So Skyface, thank you so much. I'm going to leave the rest of the questions to the students. We're going to get back to you definitely, but thank you so much for the inspiration. We're going to move on to my man Nana Yaw Skyface. But Shandov, sorry, do you have any question for my man? Sure.
All right. Thank you very much, Reverend Eskin, for the preliminary questions. Now, in the industry where you work, okay, definitely there is a lot of competition, okay? You're not the only expert as of now. What would you say spurs you on in the midst of all the competition? Because definitely, I'm sure there are a lot of other people who have mastered your skill. But how come you're still the, as it were, the household name, so that people will travel from across the continent and still they would want to have you do their work for them? What is the distinct trait of excellence? What sets you apart, basically? And quickly, I want to announce the number again. If you want to pass a question on, it's 027-3141-821. That is via text while you resort to the Twitter medium that Reverend Eskin also announced.
Okay, so my approach has always been, I'm an artist, first of all, and as an artist, I don't see competition. So if Nana will tell you, I'm one of the very few people who I talk to every director in Ghana. We try to talk, we create groups, and I'm in all the groups, we talk. So I'm an artist, and I'm just creating, so I don't see competition. Everybody's my friend. So I don't look at what you are even doing. I hardly watch Ghanaian music videos. I know they exist. I see them. Whenever you release, I will see. But I hardly watch it.
You think it's substandard? It doesn't...
No. Because the more I watch your work, maybe I'll be telling myself, oh, you know, I'm a human being.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
So I just have a simple mentality. I know where I'm going, and that's where I'm going. If you call me, I think Trick have not seen me before, but we've had a chat before. So I think, yeah. So it's about, I just want to shoot, so I'm shooting.
Okay.
You understand?
Very final one to you. 18th of February was your birthday, if I am right.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other name, apart from Yaw Skyface, I think you are Isaac Edumensa.
Yeah.
Exactly. So those of you who do not know, it's not only Yaw Skyface. Is there any Isaac around? If there's an Isaac around, you have a big brother here. So 18th of February was your birthday. I'm tempted to add the year of birth, except that I do not want to do that. But from what I have here, it presupposes that you are a young adult. We want to find out from you, for many of us as young people, while you are pursuing your dreams, do you have any close plans of
As a Patasi ST2. Is it true? I heard you were a designer. Someone even told me you can sew. Is it true you can sew?
Let me tell my story.
Okay, let it go.
Okay, so I'm also an artist like he is. We speak different languages, but I was born into a family of artists. My grandfather's sister designed your national flag. Yeah, so yeah. Well, it's not mine, but hey, anyway. So yeah, born into a family of artists. I was fortunate to grow up in an environment where art was encouraged. So for me, that's how I grew up. I did visual arts. I had good grades. The school wanted me to do science. I said no. I still wanted to do art. Yeah, that kind of life. I went to uni, very academic, but I was still an artist. I did textiles, so yes, I can sew. So I finished school. I started a fashion business with a friend, typical partnership issues. I left that for him. I started my own fashion label. Went all the way to the top with the won awards, shared the stage with Kofi Ansa and all those people. I was doing photography, I was doing design. Then I decided to put fashion on a hold for a while. I went into design, I started a production company, started an agency, started with music videos pretty much because for me it was a way of expressing myself more, and music was quite subjective. I was privileged to have artists like Trig and etc. believe in me, so they gave me their songs and I put my mark on the songs. I did that for a number of years. Then I slowly drifted into television commercials and documentaries. Yeah, and now I work as a creative consultant. I work with brands, I work with organizations, bringing to bear everything I've learned from fashion to graphic design, from film, writing, all of that. I put all together and I help brands grow. So yeah, that's a summary of my story.
Thank you. All right. So, when you decided to go the career path you're on now, did you receive any opposition?
I think opposition is always there. The thing is, if you want to be an artist, you have to prove to your family why you should be an artist, even though they like the fact that you draw and you design something for somebody, they benefit. But now it was crunch time. You needed to figure out a way of making money out of it. So after like 2 years, if you're not making money, they'll ask you, Charlie, what's up? You know, yeah. So that was the kind of opposition I got. But for what I wanted to do, I didn't really get opposition. Plus, I wasn't really listening to anybody because I believe that was my purpose, so I was going for it.
How many years was this? How many years ago was this?
So I started my fashion line in 2003.
Was the profession still called tailor? Because now it's designer, right?
No,
it's fashion designer.
Yeah, I went to school for it. No, I went to school for it 4 years. I was sewing for 4 years, so and did all the technology and all the fibers, etc. for 4 years and got a degree. So you could call me a designer. Yeah. Then I think sometime in 2006, 2007, I started my agency. I shot my first music video in school, 2002. Won my first award for a music video in 2010. Three-Headed Beast, Ajay.
Black Heaven Beats. You hang the bulbs and put old television in a corner.
Yeah,
and you shot a music video. And you won an award for that.
Well.
Great. And so, in the course of your journey to the top, what would you describe as your biggest motivation? Like, what kept you going? What would, at a point, drive you so much that you look back and ask yourself, how am I even doing this?
Okay, so for me, I think it's alignment with purpose. And purpose is divine. I mean, if you find yourself doing what you're meant to do, the strength comes naturally. I mean, imagine if Trig was a banker.
Like, he'll be a nice bank manager.
I mean, he might be okay, but he won't thrive. That's the thing. Imagine if he was a salesman at
Jumia.com.
You know, he won't thrive. He might be making the money. So I think it has to do with when you find your purpose. When you're in line with your purpose, you're doing what you want. It's like you're in a pool that's yours. You can swim anywhere. Sometimes it's deep. You can't swim there, but with time, you find out how to go there. But as long as you're